07 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances made for fair use, for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips in the balance of the favor of fair use. Furthermore, I give credit to the original copyright owner. I don't own the rights, or no infringement is intended to the material that has been added to this original content. Welcome to Blended Healing. Today we'll be going over spirituality and chaos and the synchronicities between the two. When it comes to the divine order in the midst of chaos, this is what I want you to know. Even during challenging times, the possibility for transformation is here. Chaos is an order we do not yet understand. Even in the darkness is not dark to you. The universe and humankind's understanding of it is constantly unfolding. In its elegance and surety became the foundation of our understanding. Apparently, chaotic and contradictory landscapes of the physics that we know shifted our adventure into knowledge, into new levels, and outwardly, we have been refusing to be pinned down in time and nature and initially confused by the two. Let's dig a little deeper. Spirit or matter, order or chaos. In our new understanding, we do not have to choose one or the other, because both nest together as a symbol of yin and yang, like Shiva and Shakti. It is the potential and the manifested energy of the both. If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, and the light around me became night, even the darkness is not dark to you. The night is as bright as today, for darkness is as light to you. In spirituality, this means for me that the light, the order, the wisdom of the divine permeates all things. The presence of God is available even in the most chaotic and challenging times. The possibility for transformation is always He. All is, all is in divine order. Having said that, it is important to avoid easy answers to difficult and heart-trending problems. Sometimes this is called cheap grace or spiritual bypassing. This is when we affirm or declare that all is in the divine order of God does not give us something that we cannot handle without engaging at the human level. For those dealing with grief or deep, deep sadness, or trying to understand why some of these terrible things have happened, these statements, however, does ring a little true, but they sound cruel and insensitive. Chaos seems like chaos when we are in the middle of it. And no platitude, no platitude or benevolence from others will suffice. Chaos and order, light and dark. It is difficult to others in a way that avoiding all of the different answers that you may receive, and I know it is. Because when you are in that spirit, when somebody is extending love, while at the same time telling you that it's helpful and grounded for you to follow what they're saying, that ain't it for you. What I've learned is that when we are in the midst of light and dark, right? Sometimes it's not just a leader that can speak to you. Sometimes it's the people that are around you that can minister the best to you because you minister to each other. You all have an opportunity inside of your own being to reconcile your opposites on the inside of you, whether it's chaos and order and light and dark and horror and compassion and anger and joy. That was researched information. But let me put this down and talk to you with what I know. All of us are either in the midst of or going through as chaos. There are so many things going on in this world that we just don't grasp and understand as chaos swirls around us, in us, about us, above us, beyond us, all of that. And the only thing that we have is to hold on to our faith and hope that the divine, in its timing, will bring the light to shine our path to come out of the dark. Chaos does not always have to be. It is a way that you can perceive it to be. It's almost like looking at the glass half full or the glass half empty. When you are in a spirit of lack, you're looking at the glass half empty. Father God, Mother God, come through. Because we're looking at the spirit of scarcity. And when we are in the mindset of fear and all of the categories that are underneath fear, we can find ourselves in some type of chaos, whether it's around our home, whether it's the circle just goes out and out and out, starting with you in the middle. However, if you hold on to your faith and your hope that the divine is still present and that there's lessons that we must learn in order to get to the other side. It's when we step out of those boundaries, when the divine has put in order for your journey and you cross over the boundary that was set, then you can step into the world from light into chaos quite easily. The distractions, the hopelessness, the fighting, the backbiting, the jealousies, all of these things is something that we have to combat every day when we step out of our homes. In hell, sometimes it's inside of our home, but it's about perspective. If you are operating in the light, you are always looking at the glass half full, because all you know is that you can add a little more, add a little bit more faith, add a little bit more trust, add a little bit more compassion, add a little bit more love. And then the next thing you know, your glass is overflowing with hope and love. When we look at love as an emotion, most of those things that are underneath the categories of devoted faith, calm, peace, compassion. Whereas we have and have the ability to have that. Now, if you take your being of light into the world of chaos, it's almost though you're standing in the middle of it and everything that is chaotic around you will start to fall because your light is growing brighter and brighter and brighter. We all have a sense of light and dark within us. It is the balance of the universe, but it's how you utilize that darkness and how you utilize that chaotic energy, which is the difference. We are all spirits living in a human existence. Nothing and nobody is perfect except for the divine. We all fall short, but it's about how you get up after you fall. And how do you get yourself back reconciled and put yourself back on the path of light in the journey? You were not sent here to ascend, but you were sent here to transcend the world. You can be in the world and not be of the world. It's a matter of the power. It's a matter of calling back all of your power that you have given away to this person, this person, and that person. And you could tell the homies to send them back. Or the people that you have spent so much energy on, you can call it back. The goal here is to make sure that you're whole, because you can't give on to nobody if your cup is empty. I'm here to tell you that. I'm a witness to that. It's a lot of work to be in the trenches, but it's good work. It's a good fight. Because even if you just pull one out, you have done your job. Because we are here to serve the greater humanity. Our world is very small, very small. But the love and the power of love, minus the sense of fear, can encompass the world many times over. It's like wrapping a ball of yarn and you just keep wrapping it and wrapping it and wrapping it. And that's how much love and light there is here on this planet. You are not losing, you are winning. When you are in the midst of, you feel as though there is hopelessness, but it's not the case. There's always hope. There's always love. There's always charity. There's always something to give to someone else. But don't allow it to be the detriment of you. If you are drained and your energy is being depleted, you have to disconnect. There are ways in order for you to be in this world, operating in this world, without taking all of this other energies on. And those are the things that you know that you have the power over. You have the ability to turn that switch on and off. You can tell the spirits and offer to the divine to please give you the power over that. And then from there, it's nothing but practice, 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 practice. You can be in the world, but not be of the world. There are souls that are walking on this earth that you can look into their eyes and see how empty they are. Can you reach out and touch a hand and put that light back into just one? Just one. Then you would have done your job. We can operate in spirituality, but yet be in the midst of chaos. Many will hear you, but few will listen. Concentrate on the few as you go upon your spiritual path and in your journey. We are always, always, always in the midst of chaos. But you find yourself your sacred space where you can replenish yourself on a daily basis, hell, morning, noon, and night. And make sure that you are protected when you go into the battlefield. Have your helmet, have your breastplate of God, have your shield, and by God, have your sword. These are the tools that you need when you're in the trenches. I want you to be encouraged that you can, if you choose to walk the path of spirituality, spirituality, if you follow and listen to and allow yourself to connect to your higher self, your Ore, that can guide you, if you listen to the guidance of your guardian angels, if you attune yourself into nature, if you make sure that you pay attention to the synchronicities of the messages that are being sent to you, my God, and our ancestors that walk beside us every day to help guide us through and navigate through these streets, you will be all the better. I want you to stay encouraged because this is not always. Remember, we are in the year of abundance. So what would you choose to have an abundance of? For me, all day, I choose the abundance of love and everything that's underneath that. I don't want to choose, and I will not choose the spirit of fear and everything that encompass underneath that. I try very hard to make sure that my temperament is even. But sometimes when you get down in the trenches, you have to talk that language so people can hear you, where you can take them by the shoulders and look them in their eyes and speak to them, not only so their ears can hear the truth, but you're speaking to their heart. You're speaking to their inner guidance. You're speaking to their soul. There's a time and a place for everything. Please be aware how you move, but always keep in the back of your mind as you're fighting the good fight that it's always in divine timing and always in divine guidance. And it does not matter how many times you slip and fall. It's the matter of how you get up. There's 365 days a year for you to begin anew. Choose peace. Choose love. And everybody does not need to know everything about you. Sometimes in this world, you have to move in silence. Because in that space is where you learn the most. Get acquainted with some of the darkness. So that way, when you see it coming your way, you know what it looks like. You know what it feels like. You know what it smells like. That way, you can do your two-step and get the hell out the way. I want to thank you for stopping by Blended Healing. I hope I didn't bore you too much, but always know that we are operating in a spirit of chaos. But you do not have to be a part of the chaos. Choose to rise above. Be your authentic self. Trust in the divine. Trust in the divine order and trust in the divine guidance. Some things that no longer serve you will fall away. Keep up the good fight. Serve the people. Serve the people. Show them a better way. Show them a better way. Ashe and deep bow. Be well, stay safe, and I will see you very soon.